Welcome. The topic of today's class is standard form. A number is said to be in standard form if written in this form: b multiplied by 10 to the power x, where 1 is less than or equal to b and b is less than 10, which means b is from 1 to 9. X here, this x up, is either positive or negative integer. Okay, let's use an example to learn this standard form. This one A. We are given 263,000 and the question is express this in standard form. In standard form, it will be 2.63 times 10 raised to the power 5. How did I get this? If you are given any number and you are asked to turn it to standard form, when you write the first value that appears and put your dot, just like I put dot here, then what you're going to do is from that place you put the dot, count the other remaining numbers, and when you are going to your right, everything will be positive. But when you are going to your left, everything becomes negative. What do I mean? If I put dot here now, I'm moving this direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to accommodate all the values given. And having done this, I moved to my right side, which makes it positive. That's how this 10 to the power 5 came to be. That is, these two now, you from the place you put point, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is why I wrote 2.63. The numbers, the others are 0, which is this, multiplied by 10 to the power 5. Okay, let's go ahead with another example. Let's call this one now B. We are given 0.658. How do you solve this one? Okay, still begin from this number here because you can't begin from 0. At times you do begin from 0, but seeing this one, begin from it. 6 point, the other values follows. Then times 10. What are you going to write here now? Remember, your dot was here. And you are not going to count this way because this is on the decimal part. That is, they came after the dot. You are going to count toward the dot, which is from this place now, you count this way, which is 1. This gives you minus 1. Remember, you went toward your left. It was on the left hand side. You moved toward the left side, which is this negative 1. That is how this 6.58 times 10 to the power minus 1 came to be the answer. Let's still do another one. Let's call this one C. Let's say we have 34.69. What is going to be the standard form of this? You write 3 first, put that dot, then put your 4, and other values will follow. There won't be repetition of dot again. You choosing this dot, more like you brought this dot to this place. So how are you going to know what the exponential will be? As in the times 10 raised to the power what will it be? This is what you will do. Go to the number. This is where you now brought the dot. Count again toward the dot, which is 1. This makes your answer to be 3.469 times 10 to the power 1 D. Let's say you are given 0.000692. The answer is going to be in standard form. You write these ones that are numbers, leave the ones that are 0. This is 6.92. This is point, please. 6.92 times 10. What is now going to be on top of this, your 10? Remember, you put the dot after 6, which is the dot came here. Begin from there and know what will be the number of values that appeared before the dot, which is, if you count from this 6, you are counting 1, 2, 3, 4, which is power minus 4 because you went toward the left hand side. Okay, let's now continue. Let's use example to learn addition in standard form. Let's call this one A. Maybe 2 example in addition, 2 example in subtraction. Let's say we are given 0.00274 and we are asked to add 0.0318, all in standard form, which means we need to convert this one to standard form and convert this one to standard form. And one thing about addition in standard form is that the exponential must be equal. If they are not equal, you cannot be able to add it. It's unlike multiplication and division, which are almost the same thing like that of indices. Okay, let's see what this tells us. Let's convert this to standard form. Remember what we learned. You begin from these numbers here, leave the 0, begin from 2 that started the numbers after the 0, which is 2.74. Then remember what we did before this stage. Now count from that place you've placed your dot to the direction of the dot and end it on that dot, and know the number of values that are before the dot. Okay, which gives us from here now 1, 2, 3, which gives us times 10 to the power minus 3, because you went toward the left hand side. The positive comes down. What will this one give us? Begin also from 3, not the 0. 3.18 times 10 to the power, what will it be? Go back, begin from that place. This is what you have to be doing on your own. It's not much you'll be showing them. You are counting it this way. Just learn it and be fast about it, so that in the exam you will beat time. This, begin from that place you placed your dot, count towards the dot. You are having 1, 2, negative 2. You can add this standard form and this standard form because they are not having the same exponential. This one is 10 to the power minus 3, while this one is 10 to the power minus 2. What are you going to do? You can easily reduce this one. If you want to increase this one, it will take this one out of standard form, which means, as in, if you want to increase this to minus 3, it will make this to be 31. As in, it will now be like you are picking it from this 31, from the point you are counting this way to get it up to 3 times. But you can easily do it here. You can reduce this one to the power of negative 2, 10 to the power of negative 2. As in, you choose 0.274, not 2.74. What do I mean? This 0 point means you are starting here now. You are no more starting from this place now. Your dot is here. You are counting 1, 2, which is times 10 to the power minus 2. Then this one comes down 3.18 times 10 to the power minus 2. You can now add the 2. Bring these numbers into one bracket and pick one exponential. This one is not like indices. You pick one base and add the powers or subtract the powers. No, this is addition. Only pick one of these 10 to the power minus 2, but gather the other ones in parentheses. This is what I mean. 0.274 plus 3.18, all in parentheses, then multiply by just one of the 10 to the power minus 2. Okay, when you multiply these two, now what are you going to have now? You are going to have 3.454 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 2. This becomes your answer. Okay, let's just solve another one now. Let's say you are given 6.04 times 10 to the power 8 plus 2.63 times 10 to the power 7. Okay, this one is already in standard form. Now look for a way to either increase the power of this to become 8 or reduce this to become 7. Okay, what is going to be the solution now? I think making all of them to be to the power of 8 will be better. being, if you want to make this one to come to the power of 7, it will make it to be off standard form. It will become out of standard form because it will be giving you something like 60. But this one, you can easily make it to become 8, as in it will still remain standard form. This is what I mean. This one is 6.04 times 10 to the power 8. Leave this one this way. Then come to this one. Instead of starting from this 2, maybe start before the 2, which means 0 will come before the 2. Write the other values, then multiply. You are not going to repeat this 7. It will now be 8 because you've added 1. You started counting from here and you got 7, but now you are starting from here, which is addition to this one. Now it gives now 8. Okay, what will this value be now? Join these numbers in one parenthesis, then pick one of these exponentials. This is what I mean. 6.04 plus 0.263, all in parentheses, multiplied by just one of the exponential. What is going to be your answer? Your answer becomes 6.303 times 10 to the power 8. Subtraction in standard form. Let's still use example. Let's call this one A. Let's say we are given 0.0458 minus 0.00262. First of all, we have to convert it to standard form. Converting this to standard form, this one gives us 4.58 times 10 to the power. This is times 10 to the power. What will be the power of this 10? It will be from this form 4, count toward the dot, which is 1, 2, negative 2. You went to the left side. Okay, this one again will be 2.62 times 10. Count again from this 2, it will be 1, 2, 3, which is minus 3. Okay, you can't add these two because their powers are not the same. Do the same thing we've been doing previously. Which one can we now reshuffle? Now you can make this one to become to the power of minus 2. How? As in, you are no longer going to begin from this 2 point. Begin from this place, which is 0.262 times 10 to the power. If you begin from this place, you are having now 1, 2, which is minus 2. Let's now write down this one. 8 times 10 to the power minus 2. So you can now subtract them by bringing this one into one parenthesis minus the other one, 262, then times 10 to the power minus 2. This minus this will give us what? Will give us 4.318 times 10 to the power minus 2. This is your answer. B, you are given 9.32 times 10 to the power 6 minus 2.456 times 10 to the power 4. Okay, this one is already in standard form. What are you going to do? You can make this one to come to become 6. And then you can begin from numbers before this 2 to make the counting become up to 6. But let's write this one down first. Times 10 to the power 6 minus, this will now be, instead of writing this 4 now, you need to go like 2 steps backward to add 2 to this 4, which is 0.02456 now times 10 to the power 6, not 4. Okay, this now you can now bring them into one parenthesis. The previous way we've been doing it, 0.02456, then pick one of these, and this minus this gives us what? It gives us 9.29544 times 10 to the power 6. This is your answer. Okay, now multiplication in standard form. Let's still use the example. Let's say we are given 0.00065 multiplied by 0.000035. First of all, you need to convert this to standard form before you solve, because they are asking us to multiply this and get the answer in standard form. Okay, this will now give you 6.5 times 10 to the power. Count 1, 2, 3, 4. So when they look at these zeros before the number, they know is minus 4. Then multiplied by, this is 3.5 times 10 to the power. If you can still look at this 0 before the number, is they are 5, you put minus 5, but try to know that you are counting from here. This 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is more like indices. Now you can solve them by bringing these numbers into one parenthesis, which is 6.5 multiplied by 3.5. Then pick one of the base, add the powers, remember it's multiplication, minus 4 plus minus 5. Okay, what is going to be your answer? If you multiply this with this, you are having 22.75 times 10 to the power minus 4. This plus times minus gives you minus, then 5 comes, your answer becomes 22.75 times 10 to the power minus 9. This is the answer you need. Division in standard form. Let's still use the example to solve. It will help us understand it better. Let's say we are given 2.5 times 10 to the power minus 4 divided by 1.5 times 10 to the power minus 6. This is 6. Okay, it's already in standard form. How are you going to solve this now? Bring this into one parenthesis, or first of all, express it this way: 2.5 times 10 to the power minus 4 all divided by 1.5 times 10 to the power minus 6. Okay, this is the same thing as 2.5 over 1.5 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 4 all over 10 to the power minus 6. Okay, what are we having? If 2.5 is divided by 1.5, what are you having? You are going to have 1.667 approximately times. Instead of repeating this, pick one of it. Remember, indices, subtract the powers because it's division, which is minus 4 minus bracket minus 6. This gives us 1.667 times 10. This now minus 4, this is plus 6. What are you having? You are having 1.667 times 10 to the power 2. I believe with these few examples we've tackled, you can be able to solve any problem of standard form when you are faced with it. Thank you for being part of this class. Join me in the next class as we go into logarithm of numbers. Thank you.